Picture this. You twist the faucet in your dream home, expecting a refreshing gush, but not a zip, zilch, just a mocking echo of emptiness. That's how my nightmare kicked off in sunny Ridge Meadows, a so-called paradise, where the air reeks of fake smiles and ironclad rules. And the puppet master? None other than Beatrice B. Harlow, the bloated HOA queen bee who preached community harmony while wielding her bylaws like a chainsaw. I'm Jake Harlan, a former USDA soil analyst turned freelance consultant, fresh off a messy divorce rumor mill that painted me as the neighborhood's loose cannon, whispers of unstable, and troublemaker courtesy of BA's gossip network. We just settled into our cozy ranch-style pad with my teenage son, Max, at the edge of the subdivision, backing onto Whisper Creek, a lazy stream that meandered through the lots. I kept quiet, observing how B patrolled like a warden, finding folks for mailbox colors or unsightly bird feeders. It's for the greater good, she'd coo at meetings, her double chin quivering with feigned piety, while her own yard gleamed like a golf course amid Arizona's scorching drought alerts. The spark ignited over a glitchy app update that delayed my $450 HOA dues by a whopping 48 hours. I fixed it pronto, tossing in an extra $50 for good measure. But no, B wasn't having it. A crimson notice slapped on my door. Delinquency alert, utility sanctions imminent. I emailed the meek manager, Ted, begging for a break. Mr. Harlan. BA's reply slithered back. Rules aren't suggestions. They're the glue holding our civilized enclave together. No exceptions, lest chaos ensue. Chaos? For 2 days late? I chuckled bitterly, but paid up. Then, bam, the water vanished. Max came home from soccer, grimy and parched, whining, "Dad, the shower's dead." We hauled jugs from the store, flushing toilets like refugees, while BEA's sprinklers danced merrily across the communal greens, guzzling like there was no tomorrow. Fuming, I played detective. Strolling the creek bed one dusk, I spotted it, a camouflaged beast of a pump, slurping from the stream straight into the HOA lines. No permits, no shame. My plot map revealed the creek sliced my yard first, granting me riparian rights for reasonable domestic use. BA's setup? Pure theft. Dodging drought bans to keep her award-winning tulips perky. I confided in neighbor Lena, a sharp paralegal who'd been slapped with fines for her eco-friendly xeriscape. They call it aesthetic uniformity, she scoffed, rolling her eyes. But it's BA's ego trip. She spreads dirt on anyone who questions her. Said I was antisocial for ditching grass. We plotted over coffee. I'd harnessed the flow legally, starving her illicit siphon. Under cover of yard improvements, I dug swales and a catchment basin, installing a diversion weir that funneled water to my new veggie patch and rain barrels, all kosher under state code. Overflow seeped harmlessly into the soil, bypassing BA's pump by yards. What a quaint little project, B sneered during her inspection drive-by, her SUV idling. Just ensure it doesn't disrupt the community's equilibrium. Oh, it did. Her greens yellowed overnight. Sprinklers coughed dust. She cornered me at the mailbox. This drought's hitting hard, Harlan. Any idea why our pressures tanked? I shrugged innocently. Mother Nature's fickle. B. Maybe check your sources. The boil-over hit at the emergency assembly. B. Sweating in her ill-fitting blazer, pounded the podium. Fellow residents, this crisis demands a $800 levy for a new well. Sacrifice for splendor. Murmurs turned to roars. I rose, map in hand. Before we bleed dry, let's discuss your hidden creek vampire. Gasps echoed as I projected photos. Unpermitted diversion? That's felony-level funny. B. She sputtered. This is slander. I've maintained order for years. Lena chimed in, waving a Freedom of Info request. Order? Like fining me for ugly succulents while you steal water for your private oasis. The crowd erupted. A hydrologist B had hired, thinking he'd back her. Confirmed my setup's legality and her pump's illegality. Fines could top $15,000 daily, he deadpanned. BA's face crumpled like wilted lettuce. In the aftermath, inspectors swarmed, shuttering the pump and nailing the board with penalties covered by their own pockets. B fled to Florida, house foreclosed amid scandals. We revamped the commons with natives, turning tyranny into tranquility. Max and I now fish the restored creek, chuckling at the irony. Power's not in petty fines, it's in patience and pipes. But tell me, was I the villain for flipping the script, or was B the real drought bringer all along?